how to make $250,000 in the next 6 months. Hey guys, we're going into a new year. It's 2025 ending and we're going into 2026. And so we're all laying out goals, aspirations. What are we going to do? How are we going to make more money? And if you are in real estate, if you are an investor, a fix and flipper, maybe a contractor who does a bunch of work on other people's homes, you should stick around in this video, because in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can make $250,000 by July. And this is a very tangible, easy way to do it. And it's going to require probably less work than you're already doing in whatever field that you're in. This video is about cash flow, baby. How do we make some cash so that we can take that cash, stockpile a bunch of it, and put it into our next investment, whether it's building a multifamily building or some type of long-term generational wealth investment. If you don't know who I am, my name's David. I've been in the real estate industry for over 20 years. I'm a licensed general contractor in multiple states. I've done tens of millions of dollars in ground-up development, tens of millions of dollars in fix and flip, and I do these videos to teach you guys how to move out of the space where you're doing small stuff, mom and pop one-off flips. Maybe you're doing 5 a year and you're making 40 or 60 grand, and that's great. But what I teach here is how to go from that world and enter into my world of ground-up development, where you can do single transactions where you can make multiple 6 figures. You can do single transactions where you can build an entire apartment complex that you'll have for generations to come. Because a lot of my background is in buying raw land and then developing it into subdivisions, many unit subdivisions, and then also townhouse and apartment complexes. But this is what I would do if I was you. I would first, number one, I would locate a lot in a community where there's already new construction. Find a community where new homes are selling somewhere around $800,000. You want between $600,000 and $800,000. You don't want to do this in a rural area, preferably a subdivision. Find a lot. You're going to pay 20% of your total retail value. Let's say you should be somewhere around 100 to 200 for your lot. You're going to tie up this lot with a contingent contract upon permits and approvals. Once you have the lot under contract, you're going to ask for 120 days. You are going to go to the local municipality and the HOA, and you're going to get whatever permits you got to get. At this point, you'll have to spend some money. This video is not for people looking to make this money without a little bit of an investment. However, emphasis on little. It is a little investment. You're going to hire an architect. He's going to do a set of drawings for you. This set of drawings shouldn't cost you more than $5,000. About a dollar a square foot is typical. Some places too. So you're $1 to $2 a square foot, which means you're probably going to build, to hit that price point, you're probably going to be building between 2,000 and 3,000 square foot home. Take your drawing after you've paid your architect, you've designed something that's selling. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Look at what people are doing in this community. See what sells. See what people are buying. Is it ranch? Is it 2-story? Is it 3-bedroom, 5-bedroom? Is it 3-bedroom with an office? Don't reinvent the wheel. This is where it's useful to work with a what they call broker. Work with a broker, work with an agent, somebody who's good at new construction, somebody who's already doing new construction. Ask them what's working. And then through the feedback that they give you, go design your house with your architect. Now you have a set of drawings. You've spent $5 grand. You're going to go to your HOA and you're going to go to your municipality, and you are going to get these drawings permitted. They're going to approve it after a series of reviews, etc. And they'll deal with your architect. You'll have very little involvement. And depending on your area, this could take 30 days. This could take 6 months. Your average is about 2 months for this process. Now you have a entitled piece of property. Now you're ready to close. Now you're actually ready to buy the land. So you're going to look for a bank that does, number one, acquisitions on raw land, and number two, construction loans. Not every bank does either one of these two things. Every bank has their own little niche. And that niche is going to be what their board will let their lenders do, their loan officers. So you're going to get on the phone. You're going to call 10 local banks. You're not going to call Chase. You're not going to call a huge bank. You're going to stay away from the national banks, but you're going to call your local small to mid-size or regional banks. And you're going to ask them those two questions. Hey guys, do you do acquisition on land, and do you do construction loans for investors? Because even if they do construction loans, it might be for Harry homeowner, and that's not your model here. Do you do construction loans for investors? They say yes. All right. I have an entitled piece of property that I want to build a $600,000 home on. I have permits, drawings, we're ready to start. Don't do this step. Don't worry about the financing step until you've done the other steps, because they don't care. They don't give a crap that you want to buy land. They don't give a crap that like you're looking at some property to buy. That they don't care. Once you have drawings that are permitted and entitled, that's an asset. That is a real tangible asset that you can now have that meeting with the bank and they'll sit down with you and tell you what your terms are. if you did all the steps up to this point, then you should be able to get 2 to 3 banks that are going to give you a term sheet. At that point, you take the term sheet that they gave you, you go with whoever you like. Ideally, you are going to pay 100 I'm sorry. Ideally, they will give you 80% of the land cost. So if your land was 100, they'll give you 80,000. So you're going to have to put another 20,000 into the land acquisition. And if it's the correct lender, which is part of your vetting process, they're going to give you 100% of construction. So if you need $400,000 for the construction loan, they will give you 100% of that. So now you're in it for the $5,000 to the architect. Let's say you had another $5,000 in closing, so there's $10,000, and then you're going to have 20,000 on your land acquisition. You're in this deal for under 50 grand, well under 50 grand, because I'm being conservative with these numbers. Because this is your first ground up project, I'd highly recommend that you either work with a mentor or you work with a general contractor. But I wouldn't necessarily try to do this on my own, because the bank's going to want to see that you have some level of credibility. And if you've never built a house before, they're not going to just give you the money. But if you say, hey, I have this mentor that I'm working with who's also like a small equity partner, or I have a general contractor who's running my project, or I have a builder that I'm working with, then that's going to give you the credibility that the bank wants to see. And so they see that you have the credibility, they lend you that money, and you give them a draw schedule after working with your contractor or your builder. And the draw schedule says this is how we're going to distribute the funds. And they're going to do foundation draw, framing draw, plumbing draw, or plumbing rough-in, electrical rough-in, etc. They're not just going to push the money across the table, but you'll close on the land. And then as you progress in your project, you will get draws released to you. And if you do this correctly, and you did your due diligence on the front end correctly, and you bought in the right community, and you brought at the right price point on your land, and it's an area where homes are moving, you can very easily finish out this project by July. And by July, you put it on the market. Maybe it's another 2 or 3 months before it sells, but you should be able to make a minimum of $150,000 all the way up to $250,000, depending on the market that you're in. It's very doable. It's extremely tangible. I teach people how to do this every single week. I have done this myself over and over again. But if you're in the investment space, you're already doing this with fix and flips, and you want to quickly make some cash in something that's very easy to execute on, this right here is how to do it. Multiple 6 figures in under a year, all day long, baby. Hope this was helpful. Hope you got some value. Subscribe. See you on the next one.